Okay, hello and welcome to today's Facebook Live demo from NetBeez. Today we will be talking about NetBeez at Interop ITX for those that attended or didn't attend. So what is Interop ITX? Interop is a trade show or an independent event for tech leaders. Generally is held in Las Vegas, at least in the recent years. This year's edition was between April the 30th, which was Monday, if I'm correct, and today, May the 4th. Actually, today was the last day. Sessions were ending around 1 p.m. Pacific time. And it's a great trade show for any tech leader or engineers, network engineers, or DevOps, or security engineers, also because as a great variety of tracks. I've listed here the 6 tracks of this year. So you had tracks on data and analytics, on DevOps, government, infrastructure, leadership and development, as well as security. From NetBeez, from our perspective, we have this was our 3rd year to participate at Interop, and this year we held a hands-on session. And a hands-on session is nothing more than a lab where attendees have the chance not only to review a presentation by speaker, but also they have the opportunity to put in action the knowledge that is acquired during that session. Clearly, NetBeez talk about how to turn your Raspberry Pi into a remote Wi-Fi and wired monitoring sensor. And I have to say that the session was great. We had actually a large number of attendees, I think more than 50. So really, it was a blockbuster, I would say. And during the session, what we did is we provided each attendee one Raspberry Pi Zero, which is represented, here, the image. You can see it's a little single board computer that costs only $5, and it doesn't have an Ethernet, but it does have a Wi-Fi card. And it's pretty powerful. So what we were able to do is install on the Raspberry Pi, of course, a Raspbian, load our NetBeez agent, and then we gave them access through the command line via the NetBeez dashboard, because if you recall, NetBeez has an interactive dashboard running on each sensor that is connected to an instance, and then from there you can execute commands. So really the session was focused around using Linux command line utilities to verify connectivity, network performance, as well as application and service availability. So we really went through 6 commands during the session. The session lasted 1 hour and 15 minutes. So of course, we didn't have too much time to really go in deep each command, but really, at least we gave a high-level overview of these important utilities, which I'm sure most of you might be familiar with, at least if you follow our Facebook Live demo on a weekly basis. The first utility is ping, which is used to verify connectivity, round-trip time, and packet loss. Then traceroute is another utility that allows you to see from a source to a destination all the intermediate hops or routers that packets traverse to get to the destination, including round-trip time per hop and DNS resolution with the default options. Then we show dig, which is the command used to verify DNS lookups. That is a translate given a host name and IP address. Then curl is an HTTP, a command that can retrieve HTTP pages. iperf is a throughput test in TCP and UDP, and then speed test TCLIs, which is very similar to iperf, but differently from iperf, where it's agent to agent or endpoint to endpoint. Speed test TCLI is really originated from the sensor to an internet speed test server to verify download and upload speed, including latency. So as you can see here, the conference, the session was full. Actually, we had, as I was saying before, more attendees than capacity. So unfortunately, not everybody that was in excess could receive the Raspberry Pi, but we're then following up and sending them some Raspberry Pi Zero so they can play with it. Overall, the audience was very engaged, and the feedback that we got is that next time probably we should increase the number of attendees as well as eventually like extend the session to maybe 2 or 3 hours. And another like important resource that we gave during the this hands-on session was a Linux command cheat sheet. It was like laminated, 2 pages, so front and back, and this was very useful for the attendees, but for any engineer dealing with Linux command for day-to-day operations, because it shows you the most used options of most command line utilities such as ping, traceroute, dig, and curl. So what we thought is let's upload this also on our website, so you know, our followers can download that in the PDF format, and then if you want, you can print it yourself and maybe laminate it for at FedEx for probably $2 or $3. So it's a very useful, you know, utility in the end that you can have always handy, maybe in your backpack or in your desk when you're troubleshooting problems with Linux. That's all. I hope this session was useful. Again. Hopefully you enjoyed this brief Facebook Live demo. If you want to learn more, feel free to go to our website, netbeez.net. And I want to wish you a great weekend and happy Friday.